Irreverent, entertaining, cool. You're listening to LA Talk Radio.
You're listening to Reza Rifts with Keith Reza and Alan Lee, right here on LA Talk Radio.
All right, how's it going? I'm Keith Reza with my trusty sidekick, Alan Lee.
Howdy doody.
All right, that was a interesting intro. Usually when you hit the button, both of the intros come on, but I guess you didn't. I guess I didn't hit the button.
Well, I think one intro is good enough.
Yeah. So,
but I like both.
Alan, I almost didn't make it tonight, buddy.
Yeah, I know. You're coming out from the OC, and you were very busy tonight with the traffic and Thanksgiving and so forth, and I warned you about that. And, as you know, my car is in the shop, and I had to come over the hill on the Metro Rail. A lot of people on the Metro Rail, and some of them didn't speak English, and they kept looking at me, because they saw something about me, when I get on the train like that. They knew I was an entertainer. But
they knew you were an entertainer?
Yeah, it's just, my look and my demeanor.
You're an actor.
Yeah, man.
Actor.
We're both actors.
Yeah, but I'm not a good actor.
I'm a member of Screen Actors Guild for anyone interested out there in hiring me.
Way to show off on my freaking show. That's all you need, when you have a show. Your trusty sidekick says, "Hey, I've been in 4 movies. You've been in nothing."
Four. I don't even want to talk about them.
But 10 pornos. I was like,
please,
calm down.
Please. Jeff has been doing some film work, or did some film work.
Jeff Richards,
Jeff Richards,
tonight's guest is Jeff Richards.
Mm-hmm.
For those you don't know, he was on Saturday Night Live, MADtv. He's a regular at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles. Very funny guy. He does stand-up and music videos. As you know, Alan Lee, I'm not the biggest music video type of comedian, but Jeff is actually, I watched them, and they were very, very funny. I was automatically turned on by that type of comedy.
Turned on?
Yeah, I thought it was hysterical.
Because he was dressed in one of them, I thought, very interestingly. I don't know if you saw that one.
I probably did. I watched all of them. I was a fan of it. I've always been a fan of his stand-up.
I love his impressions.
Yeah, but when I saw the music videos, because he wanted me to watch it, and I was like, "Ooh." I watched it, and they were very, very funny.
He did an impression of Dustin Hoffman.
I know. I was going to ask him if he could do an impression of him on the show.
Oh, wow.
That would have been cool. Yeah. But I'm looking at his resume, and, man, he's been in all kinds of stuff. Mind of Mencia.
Oh, man, I can't even imagine this resume. I'm like, wow.
So, very funny guy. But let's recap from last week. Last week we had Fred Stoller.
I thought that was one of the most insane, the way you juxtaposed the book and Fred Stoller being right here, I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, it was cool. I
really enjoyed it.
It was good. The thing that that's special about this season than last season. This season we're audio. Last season we were a live video podcast. So the ladies can't see how good looking I am this season.
Yeah, you look great.
Yeah, I've lost like 14 pounds.
And guess who's lost some pounds too?
You have.
Oh, yeah, man. Woo.
See, that's hard. See, it's hard when we don't see each other that much. When we had a show, we used to see each other all the time.
All the time.
And for those of you that don't know, Alan Lee manages my comedy career.
I try.
Yeah.
I try.
He tries. He gets me all these great shows at freaking coffee shops.
Yeah. Well, you know how hard it is to work out of my office at LA Fitness, in the sauna. Oh, there's someone on. Could be.
No.
Who was it?
I don't know. It was a
somebody's
text
calling
message. Nope, no one's.
Oh.
No one's calling in yet. Jeff said he'll call at 8:05.
Okay. And so Stoller, you were saying about Fred, who you worked with him at Flappers. Am I correct?
No, I never worked. I've done shows with Fred. I've never worked with him. Actually, I have worked with him. I never he did stand up when I filmed my special.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay.
So yeah, and hold on, I'm getting a text. Someone wants to call in.
Oh, it's one of our fans.
Our fans?
Well, one of your fans. I don't know.
I don't have a lot of fans.
You do. You do.
So
don't lie. You fill the Irvine improvs, and they don't even know what to do with you.
Yeah. But no, so somebody's calling the studio.
Oh, can you tell who it is?
Hey, what's up, Jeff?
Hello?
Hey,
Yeah.
what's up, Jeff?
Here we go.
What's up?
How are you, buddy? Thanks for doing the show.
Yeah. Thank you. Hello, how are
Thanks
you?
for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you watching the TV right now?
Yeah, I was watching One Day at a Time.
One day at a time. So, Jeff, I want to ask a couple questions about stand-up, and then I want to get into the music videos that I watched. So, is that cool with you?
Sure.
Okay, so stand-up. One, I think you're one of the funniest stand-ups ever, and you always make me laugh. And the thing I have a question about is, which one do you enjoy doing more, the stand-up or the music videos?
I like them both a lot. I love being in front of a live crowd.
Yeah.
I think I get more nervous about music videos because, once you make it, that's the end of it, and then it's either good or bad. Whereas then you can do another performance, and it's wipes the slate clean a little more,
Yeah. I saw Jeff at the Comedy Store on the roast battles. Jeff always does a quick set before the roasts start.
Yeah, right.
And he was hysterical. He just killed it in the belly room. And Jeff, do you do that every Tuesday? Do you do a quick set?
Yeah, I try to do it whenever I'm in town. I like to, yeah. It ends up being about a couple times a month, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's really cool.
Cool.
I have a Twitter question for you, Jeff. As soon as my feed comes in. Hey, Jeff, been a fan since MADtv and SNL. What's your favorite impression to perform?
Oh, I had that question.
I guess right now, I really like doing, let's see, what I like doing, I don't know. I like doing Dustin Hoffman all the time.
Oh, my God. Look, that was the one I said I wanted. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And we said, you might do the voice here, but, I'm not going to say, oh, please, Jeff. People do that to comics. But
no, I don't care. I'll do it.
Yeah,
how about this? This is Dustin Hoffman as a frog.
As a frog?
Rip it. There was a long embankment of mud. I didn't know where I was going. You didn't do it. You did it. You said you did it. You did it.
That's great.
That's excellent.
Oh, fuck.
See, I'm not an impression stand-up comic. They're just hard for me,
Oh, it's
so. But another Twitter question. Jeff, which was more fun to work on, MADtv or SNL?
I mean, they were both great, in different times of my life. So probably SNL overall, though.
Yeah, that's because you probably, I think SNL would be fun because you meet all the hosts and the hostess and stuff. You work with so many people, and
yeah.
So, and here's another one, Jeff. How do you get over writer's block?
I don't know. I don't really write. I don't write scripts that much, or any long form stuff. So I don't really get it so much that I notice.
So when you go on stage, do you just improv most of your set?
No, I mean right now I'm doing, to an extent. I mean right now I'm doing mostly impressions on stage. So I'll start it off a certain way, and then maybe I'll make up some stuff in the middle, and maybe come back with some other. I kind of mix it up.
Yeah,
the different characters.
Yeah. See, that's cool.
Oh, that's great.
That's cool. Now, Jeff, these music videos, you have one out right now called "I Cry at Weddings," and I watched it. It was very funny. How long does it take to film one of those music videos? Like, is it a week project, or is it something quickly done? I mean, I've never done anything like that.
It just depends how complicated the video is. I mean, this didn't take very long. I think it took a day. So
took a day.
You know, the turnaround was a lot faster, but just depends. But this, just depends.
It depends. See those because I watched those because you asked me to, and I did, and I thought they were funny. And I'll be honest, I'm not that type of comedian who likes the music comedy, but after I watched yours, I was like, oh my god, this is actually really smart and really funny. Thank
you.
Yeah, because you do it in a way where you don't do it where you want people to watch it where you say, oh, hey, this is a song. You do it in a way where you're like, hey, this is a song with jokes, and it has a lot of heart in each of the songs. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
Yeah. And that's what I like.
Yeah.
That's what I like. The tailgating one was good, and the D down to F, that was really funny. I thought that was hysterical.
This one might have been.
Oh, thank you.
This might have been one a little bit older, but he would have cast me in it maybe because the one. Did you see the one with Shakalak in dancing?
Yeah.
You saw that one?
Oh
yeah.
The muscle bitch.
Yeah,
muscle bitch.
that
one was funny.
That one was very good.
So you think Jeff would have casted you as a muscle bitch?
He could have. I'm not as skinny as Shakalak, but I could do that very well.
Yeah.
Next time maybe. In the sequel. I'll try to hit him up.
Now, Jeff, how long does it take to write one of those songs? Because you have to get comfortable with it before you film it, right?
Oh yeah. It takes. I mean, it depends. I mean, everything kind of depends. Some of these songs, like Step 1 Half, I kind of sat on that one for a while, just because I wanted to record it right and do it right and with the right guys.
Yeah.
And I ended up working with Brandon Christie, who's awesome. And sometimes you just have to wait for people to become available too.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, but it seems that's what you like doing. You like filming those, and you like doing that, and that's awesome.
Yeah,
because
it's fun.
I've never wanted to experience that type of comedy, and after I watched some of your videos, I'm thinking, oh, hey, maybe I should try that. But I think I would just embarrass myself because I stick to stand up, and I'm very uncomfortable.
You don't have any music background?
No, but I'm very uncomfortable going away from a microphone.
Oh, well, I know what to tell you.
Well, I mean, the great thing of, music is you can record it at home. You don't have to go in front of a crowd,
That's the thing with the
And you can start off with GarageBand,
That's true. But
that's what I did,
Yeah, but I saw you at the Comedy Store sing one of the songs, too, live, and I just thought that was awesome. I could never do that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you never know.
You never know. Oh, just got another one. Jeff, who is the coolest person you worked with on MADtv?
Well, everyone was really cool there. Who did I say? I don't know. I really liked Nicole Sullivan and Will Sasso and a lot of great people. Both camps, Saturday Night Live and MADtv. Everybody there was awesome.
Yeah. On the 40th anniversary of Saturday Night Live, it seemed like everybody that was ever on the show was there. I mean, how cool as a comedian, because not only were you on one of the best comedy shows of all time, but how cool is it to be there and see all the legends and everyone else, come together for the, that must have just been amazing. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. It's like
this grand reunion.
Having a cup of coffee the whole night long.
Oh. Yeah.
It was surreal. Everyone there was just mind-blowing. I had such a great time, too. It was
Did you
a long night.
Yeah, that's. I heard it was a long night. Like everyone was just having fun and just talking, and the big surprise was Eddie Murphy was there.
Oh, he's there. I didn't see
Yeah, and so that was cool. I thought he was going to do sketches, but I guess he just came out and did a little monologue.
Oh. Was Steve Martin there?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Was Steve Martin there?
Steve Martin was there, yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody was
Everybody
there.
was there.
Yeah, I think the only person that wasn't there was the people who are dead.
That is kind of hard to show up like that.
Yeah. Well, I don't mean that in a mean way. I'm just saying because it was such a special thing. I think all Saturday Night Live, it was the 40th.
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, all cast members went there.
Nobody dead would show up to Saturday Night Live.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like you can't go there if you're dead. That's it.
We're establishing that.
Yeah. Why are you turning this around like I'm the jerk?
No, I didn't mean that. I thought it was a funny play on words.
Did you ever meet Dan Aykroyd?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see, Dan Aykroyd's, in my opinion, one of the funniest comedians because Jeff doesn't know a lot about me. I've only met Jeff a handful of times. Mm-hmm. But Jeff, mm-hmm. I have this thing called Asperger's syndrome.
No, I know.
Yeah, and Dan Aykroyd has Asperger's. And Dan Aykroyd's probably the most famous comedian to have it. So I just think that's like just, whenever I see... Because, like, I'm friends with Norm Macdonald, and Norm, talked to Dan Aykroyd and stuff, and he posted a photo on Twitter and stuff. I was just like, I was so jealous of him, not because, he was there, but that he got to hang out with Dan Aykroyd.
Aykroyd's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd is, like, so funny and so, like, technical. Like, he can do anything. He can say any amount of words, like, in rapid succession, He's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I hear. He has this vodka called Skull Vodka. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Well, it's this vodka that he sells, and it's in a skull glass. He's the guy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's in stores and stuff. And
really?
Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah, and he was doing a signing for Skull Vodka things. And I collect a little something about me is I collect autographs with like the picture and an autograph, So I went with Dan Aykroyd's picture, and they told me I had to buy a bottle of the vodka to meet Dan Aykroyd. And I was like, oh, I don't have $60 to buy vodka. Plus, I'm only 19.
That would have been a little weird.
So it was really heartbreaking for me because I couldn't meet him. And they wouldn't let me into the store, but I was like, I was 50 feet away from him.
That sucks.
Yeah,
wow.
so...
Yeah. I sorry I could have been there to help you.
Well, I didn't know you back then.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You were a child.
I was in Texas when I was 19.
You were a little kid, yeah.
So, Jeff, when you go on tour, what's your favorite place to go to? Like, what's that one place where you can just go there and be like, you know what? I don't even have to worry about it. I love it here. You know what I mean?
I would say, I don't know. I like San Diego a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, San Diego's great.
I like doing shows there.
Do you do the American Comedy Club or Madhouse?
Madhouse.
Yeah, Madhouse.
And La Jolla Comedy Store.
La Jolla, the Comedy Store in La Jolla.
I've never done the Comedy Store in La Jolla. Oh, that was a great question I wanted to ask about the Comedy Store. Jeff, you're a regular at the Comedy Store, and for struggling comedians like me and anyone else listening, do you have any advice on how to get, passed on that?
Try to get a showcase, but it's sort of like try to get. It's such a, I don't know. It's hard to answer that.
Yeah.
It just takes time. I mean, it's a combination of time, trying to work on other things, keeping yourself, anywhere else you can perform. I think just performing is the most important thing. Not to lose sight of that,
Yeah. Well, see, when I came to Los Angeles, my goal was to be a regular at the Improv, Laugh Factory, and Comedy Store, and I'm a regular at this Improv in Brea and Irvine, but not anywhere else. I just got passed at the Laugh
At the
Factory,
Laugh Factory.
but I still haven't gotten my showcase date. And the Comedy Store, I just kept going, and then I never got picked on the potluck. So then I was just like, I'm just going to do stand up. But see, with you worked at the Comedy Store while you're getting up there. You know what I mean?
If you get a job there, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, was it?
It said that Jeff worked the door.
Yeah. That's.
Oh yeah, I used to, not now.
No.
No. We didn't mean it like that.
No, we didn't mean it like that.
No.
No.
Just like
No.
I should do that though. That's a good idea. I should get back there and work.
Go
work
back
a few
and work.
shifts.
But no. But
it said it on Wikipedia.
But the question was when you were working the door.
Yeah.
Because you've seen so many comedians go there and go out, and you're one of the great comedians that go there and go out. But when you worked at the door, when you were still polishing your craft, I don't know how to ask this without asking it, so I'm just gonna ask it. So when you became a regular and you were a door guy, if you're a door guy still struggling, what's the advice for the comedians for that? Just keep going and talking to the comedians, and then when you get your spot, shine, or?
You're saying if you're a door guy, what do you do in the meantime?
Yeah. Because you're working the door at comedy clubs, how can you go get that stage time?
It's only one comedy.
Oh well, because there's so many shows at the store that are running. You can get spots throughout the week while you're doing your job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a
There's
great
a lot
answer.
of shows.
That's a great answer.
Yeah. That's the cool thing about the Comedy Store. But
I might have to think
if you
about
were
that.
if you were a door guy at
I know.
at the Improv,
Yeah. That's not going to
that's
happen.
impossible. That's not going to happen.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
So because
if you're a door guy at the factory at the Improv, you have to basically bank on that club giving you spots on your days off or something.
and that's totally not going to happen because what's different with the store.
Well now with the Improv, they just started doing the lab, so that's another room.
That's
for
the next door.
Shows.
Yeah, that used to be open a couple years ago, and then they shut it down when they remodeled Hollywood, and then I guess it didn't work, so they reopened it. Because I performed at the Lab a lot, and I've only done Melrose Improv maybe once or twice, but it's so hard getting shows in LA when you don't have a huge fan base. You know what I mean?
I'm willing to work the door.
It's work the door. See, that's.
You're at a different level.
Well, see that's
my last bit was at the sauna at LA Fitness where they like me. You don't know what a rough room that is.
Well, see, Jeff, I'm sure you could relate to me on this one. When you're a door guy, right, and you're working the door at a comedy club, you're supposed to keep people safe and keep the environment safe. But deep down, you're probably thinking, I don't want to do this. I want to be on stage making them laugh.
Safe? You mean like a bouncer?
Yeah, because
I didn't process that.
When you're a door guy, you got to count tickets and make your responsibility is make sure everyone is safe.
But just take it drunk by the collar and throw them out into the street? No, I don't. That's not required.
I've seen door guys kick drunk people out.
Now they have
Jeff?
security at both places now, I think. So, all three places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? You want to make people laugh, then do your job. You know what I mean?
There's other shows.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about bouncing people or getting physical. I mean, I don't think any door guy ever, unless he really wanted to,
flex his
had
muscles.
to deal with any, drunk people in a physical way.
So, what's the most crazy experience you had on MADtv?
Crazy experience? I mean, that whole experience was crazy because that's the first thing I ever did ever. And so all that was, the whole thing was, mind-blowing. The things that blow your mind, I think, are backstage when it's just a really famous person just eating a sandwich, just hanging out.
Yeah.
That's real life with real big stars. That kind of, I really like that part of the innocence of that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See,
I love that.
MADtv was such a funny show, and like I was so bummed when it got, when it stopped, because like my goal is to be on Saturday Night Live, but it's a hard goal for me because I think different and I just want to do comedy, and I'm not really good at improving. I'm better at stand-up. And and they don't really look at stand-ups anymore. It's not like in the
I don't think that's true.
Really?
No, it goes in different ways. I think everything's a case-on-case basis.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that gives me hope then, because, I mean, a lot of, like, my buddy... Do you know who Brooks Willen is? Well, Brooks was on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, Brooks. Yeah, Brooks.
Brooks is a good buddy of mine. Well, he used to be. I mean, we don't really talk now because he's huge. But we started doing stand-up together, and, he told me, that Saturday Night Live looks more into people with improving. So what he did was he took classes at Second City, and that's how he got the showcases there. And I tried an improv class, and I just didn't like it. I didn't have fun.
Was it the Groundlings? You told me?
I did the Groundlings, yeah.
Yeah, if you don't like it,
yeah,
don't force it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I love stand-up more, because you're talking with an audience, and I think improv you have to rely on teamwork, and stand-up it's a one-man show type of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and any other Twitter questions? Jeff, how many music videos do you do a year?
Somewhere around 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Do you have an album with all the videos, with like all the songs, just on a CD?
I thought it was on his site.
Oh, you have it on your site?
No, I have links to stuff on my site though. It's I put out a greatest hits album early last year.
Yeah,
I think. Can you download that? I think Jeff's there was a note somewhere.
Can you download that on iTunes?
Yeah, it's called The Shingles.
The Shingles. There you go.
That's fun.
2001, 2009.
Jeff, have you ever performed an impression of someone for them? If so, how did they react? Okay.
Well, I've had a couple different reactions. One time with Gary Busey, that was probably the most tense moment.
Tell us the story, man.
Well, I just made the mistake of telling him I could do an impression of him. I just met him, and I went up to him and I said, "Hey, hi, I do an impression of you," and like an idiot, And of course, I had to do it, and it wasn't very flattering, the dialogue. So I just started doing it at him, and I was just like, I was in the parking lot of a Frito-Lay factory getting a hand job from what I hope was a circus clown. And I just started going on, and he's just staring at me, and I finish, and he goes, "I don't see the arc."
That's so funny.
That's funny.
Because
I met Gary Busey years ago.
Well, see, it's funny that you said Gary Busey, because Alan was telling me, he's like, "Hey Keith, if we get a podcast, I could get some big names." I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, I could get Gary Busey."
I crashed this audition in the Valley one day, and Busey is sitting here. I go, I don't think I'm supposed to be here, man. And he goes, "It doesn't really matter for this film. He just come on in." I said, "God, this is pretty cool." And so he does. He just he's like laid back, but he kind of looking at you like, you're cool. Just don't fuck with me. But anyway, just a little Gary Busey sideline there, Jeff.
I thought Jeff.
No, I love Gary Busey.
Yeah, he's cool. Totally laid back.
I thought Jeff's Gary Busey story was better.
I thought it was better. I was throwing in my 2 cents. Excuse me.
I like to pick on Alan.
He does, doesn't he? I'm seeing all the. Look at the other. There's Steve Curly Howard.
Who's that?
Al Franken.
Oh,
Al Franken. Howard Dean. Wow. Michael Moore and Rush Limbaugh. Holy cow.
What are you doing, Goop?
I'm going through the names of the different people that Jeff has done impressions of.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're Googling Jeff. I just ask Jeff questions from what I know with him. You know, I don't Google people.
Oh, you do
Jeff, do
research.
you ever Google yourself and think like, oh my God, this is like, because whenever I Google myself, I see all these mean things about me, and it just got to the point where
No, I don't do any of that. I don't look myself up unless, I'm trying to figure out how I pop up in a search optimization.
yeah.
I'm not trying to.
Well,
I don't like reading all that stuff.
Yeah, neither do I. And see, like, I was talking to Tom Arnold about that, and Tom said, just don't Google yourself. You'll have a very depressing career if you do it. And ever since he told me that, I just don't Google myself, because I don't want to see what kind of gay websites are, about me.
Really?
Yeah, I've been in a couple gay pornos. Anyways.
Oh my God! You know what?
Cool.
Why don't you tell me these things?
Jeff's
Dude,
like, cool.
what do you... That's what I like about these podcasts.
Podcasts are fun. Jeff, do you ever want to make your own podcast someday?
Yeah, it's funny you say that. I really actually do, and I think I am going to. So I'm just trying to figure out exactly my angle and, that. But I have the recorder and everything all ready to go, or I could do it, through somebody else, right? Yeah, I'm thinking more about that podcasting.
I think you should do it because it's really fun. Like I have, like when I'm talking to you and Alan or whoever, like I'm having fun just talking. You know what I mean? Like it's something.
Yeah.
It's something really. I don't know. It's not like stand up where you're talking to a live audience. In a way, it's like you're free. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like it's just an amazing feeling. It just sucks because like you only get an hour a week, and it sucks because it's usually the best hour of the week. Like that's just my opinion. I don't know if I'm turning into Mark Marone or whatever and want to do podcasting.
You're just getting turned on by this whole
Mark
podcast.
Marone or Mark Maron?
Mark Maron, Marone,
we
whatever.
say that sometimes.
I like Mark Marone.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's a great guy, Marone.
He's nothing like Mark Maron. I'm talking
Mark
about
Marone. He's an Italian guy from
Yeah.
New Jersey.
Yeah, that's the one.
He's on LA Talk Radio before us. Oh, we got another Twitter question. Jeff, what comedians inspired you growing up, and what are your favorites right now?
Wait, could you say that again?
What comedians inspired you growing up, and what are your favorites right now?
Eddie Murphy was the first comic to really inspire me, and I love Bill Burr. Love and a lot of guys that you probably don't see, and on TV so much, like Jason Galern and Theo Vaughn and
Theo's hilarious.
those guys. Yeah.
I like Theo because but see, it's a good point you put that because like my favorite stand-ups are the ones that you don't really see on TV that much. You know what I mean? Like I love Norm Macdonald, but the truth is he's not on TV anymore. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I love Todd Glass. He's not on TV. So I think I love what's his name? Brian Regan. I love
Brian Regan.
I love Brian Regan, and he's not on TV. So I think that's a lot of people, especially audiences. I think they go to a comedy show because they want to see someone on TV, but when they see true stand-ups, I think it's even more of a gift for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing about the store too, because the store gives each comedian 15 minutes, and they just bring them on up. Like Ralphie May. I love Ralphie May.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, Ralphie May is hysterical.
Yeah, I love Ralphie.
So let's see if any more Twitter questions. Jeff, are you more into Facebook or Twitter?
About the same.
The thing that I don't...
I probably lean towards Twitter, I guess.
I like Twitter too because you could just tweet jokes and stuff, you know. But the thing is, like,
that's all it really is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all it is.
But the thing is, like, when people unfollow you, like, because, like, I don't know if you could tell, but, like, see, I could tell because I only have 200 followers, and then the next day I'll have, like, 130. I'm like, it hurts my feelings. You know what I mean?
You lose 70 followers overnight?
Probably.
Wow.
Devastating.
That's pretty dramatic.
I got a question, but I can't answer. I can't ask that. I told Jeff I want it. No, just I'm not huge I'm just not huge on Twitter, you know. On Facebook I have like 4,000, but half of those are just comedians that I know or friends, you know, so they don't really count as a fan base. But see, with Facebook it's cool is because people can like your jokes or whatever you're saying and you know who says it. With Twitter, it's like either retweet or, you know, favorite and stuff. And the thing is, like, I only follow people on Twitter that I like, or, you know, and with Facebook I add everybody even if I don't like them, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of reversed that.
That's good.
You reverse that?
I sort of the opposite.
Oh.
A bit.
He tweets a lot of people and.
Oh, so you
I don't know what I'm doing though. I don't really know what I'm doing with any of it. You know, I just kind of, I'm mostly guessing.
That's like me to some of it.
Yeah. See, it's weird because, like, right when I got the hang of MySpace, everyone was over MySpace. You know?
Yeah.
And now that I'm getting the hang of Facebook, it seems like everyone's over Facebook and they're on Twitter. So then I'm scared when I get the hang of Twitter, everyone's going to like...
But they're all kind of the same, really.
My facer.
They're all getting the same. They're all kind of like, you know, same buttons, same like, you know.
Social media.
Yeah.
It seems like the thing that also sucks, I mean... Now, let me ask you this about it. Like, do you enjoy doing, like, you know, being a comedian? Do you enjoy doing the social media, or do you just, like, are you on your phone all the time doing the social media, or do you just want to just make people laugh?
I mean, it's only fun when it's like, no, I don't really like doing it that much.
Yeah, neither do I.
You're so good at it. I mean, I see you on that phone, and it's just like, you know.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I'm playing games. People think I'm contacting people and promoting. I'm playing frickin' Marvel Avengers Alliance. I'm just a total slacker.
No, when I'm on my phone, I'm just sending inappropriate pictures to my grandfather.
No, that's still using the social media.
Yeah, but
it means you like using social media if you do that. See, I don't do things like that. I've told you many times.
Jeff, have you ever judged the comedy roasts?
I don't remember.
No, I never have.
You should do it. You'd be a great judge.
Why do you say that?
Because he would.
Yeah, I probably should do it one of these days. But usually I'm doing a song, so I don't know if it makes sense to do both. Maybe.
Yeah, but it'll be cool because, I mean, you watch the roasts, or do you just perform and then head to the next place?
Yeah, I mean, it would start right after I do the song, because I do the song right before the show starts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, but I mean, you stay there for some of the roasts, right? Like a couple of weeks ago when I saw you, did you see my roast or did you head out?
No, I didn't get to see yours.
Oh, well, spoiler alert. I kicked booty, and
did you? Cool.
I did, and I won by like one applause.
Like, one applause?
Yeah, like you want to like
somebody was clapping in the corner.
like the two final jokes were and I forgot who was the judge. It was Ben Gloom or Glenn Gleam or Gleam, yeah. See, Glee, yeah, it was Ben, yeah, it was that guy. And he was the judge, right? And the final jokes were this guy, his name was, what was his name? His name was Joey. His name was Joey, who was roasting me. So Joey says, Keith looks like the kid from 2.5 Men who ate the kid from 2.5 Men. And everyone like laughed and stuff. I was like, oh, this is getting serious, So then my winning joke was Joey was telling me about the first time he was with a lady. He put his dick in her a-hole, and she was like, oh my God, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just doing what I used to do to my dad. So I won by that joke, and it's just...
Wow.
But it's like, it's not... I'm not a mean comic, you know what I mean? And so roasts... I enjoy doing the roasts because they're fun, but I don't like losing and being humiliated,
Well, yeah, you don't want to lose.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing that could happen. All that work, putting those jokes together.
But no,
to lose.
But you should do it. I think you'll have fun, and I think you'll win. And
I don't think I would be good at that, and I don't know if I have the right bone for that.
Yeah.
You have to have a certain way of thinking. I don't know.
It's an insult to comics world.
Oh, Norm Macdonald just retweeted. Oh, Norm Macdonald said, you gotta check out at Keith Reza. Norm just retweeted us, buddy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Jeff, any favorite cities? I already asked that. Catch up, buddy. Oh, Jeff, do you ever put goofy stuff on your writer for laughs?
Goofy stuff on my... No. I don't play any games. Usually the agent is handling that anyway,
So, all right, well, we have about 3 minutes before we got to lock up. Alan, any last questions for Jeff?
This is going to sound a little weird, but I'm going to be daring. It's said that you actually knew Kato Kaelin. You have any like a little anecdote about knowing Kato Kaelin? That's what it's. That.
Kato?
I did some research.
Who's Kato?
No, not the Kato Kaelin.
Yeah, he's the guy
He's the guy that not the Bruce
OJ
Lee
did it, right?
Green Hornet.
Yeah,
he was named after the Green Hornet's partner.
Yeah, I was kidding. I know Kato.
No, but I found that out. I didn't realize he actually, that his dad.
Okay,
actually,
so what's your question about Kato?
I just said if you had an anecdote. I mean, imagine knowing someone associated with that whole O.J. Simpson case. That would blow my mind. I would actually go, wow. Man.
So your question is it true you know Kato?
Well, I guess you could
I do know Kato.
He does know.
We used to hang out a lot for a period. He got me into juicing.
Oh, really?
Really?
Which was great. And then later, Andy Dick got me into blending. It's true.
I swear to God, that's funny. I mean, it's true, but it's funny though.
You know, what's weird is when I first started doing comedy, I wrote jokes for Lucas, Andy's son.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we met him.
So it was.
He did your show in Orange County.
Yeah, he did. That's true. It was really cool, because I didn't know Andy was his dad. And it's weird because, I knew Andy because Andy was on a TV show with my uncle. And so I knew him, but I didn't know Lucas was Andy. It didn't... And they look so similar, too. And, I guess that's where the Asperger's kicks in because it's I just don't catch on these things, Lucas...
A visual cue, you mean? Like he looks like Andy Dick?
He looks like Andy Dick, and his name's Lucas Dick. And
so how many... Well, that's how anyone could not... I wouldn't know if look at so many guys was named, with the last name Dick. Does that mean that he has anything to do with Andy Dick?
Well, see, the thing about Andy Dick is I personally think, and I'm just not saying this...
How many people do you know in your life that their last name was Dick?
I know a few.
Really?
But I think Andy Dick is one of the funniest improv artists out there. He could just come up with something so quick,
But didn't they say he completely improvised his entire show? Like there weren't any lines on the sitcom thing that he just went through every scene. Is that true?
Well, when I went to go see a taping of Less Than Perfect because my uncle was on that show and it was Andy's show, I remember. I don't know if you've ever been to a TV taping audience, but if you go to a TV taping, it takes maybe about 2-3 hours to film a sitcom. Andy was the star of it, and it was called Less Than Perfect. Mm-hmm. And Andy was in maybe 7 or 8 scenes, which is a lot for a sitcom. Yeah. And on each scene, he just completely messed up the lines. Like, he didn't go on script.
Mm-hmm.
And he made it so funny. And, this is a trivia fact, but my uncle hated it because my uncle, Patrick, he just wants to have his cues and
he
just wants to do it and leave. And he doesn't he loves Spade, but he doesn't like working with Spade because of the exact same reason.
Comics, well,
he's
ask Jeff.
He's always like, damn comedians. I need to get a beer here. Something like
but
that.
Jeff could probably, validate that comics work off script, off book, and they just like to just say, we're going to, I'm going to improvise.
Yeah, and I think that's why sitcoms are so good, because especially if they have comedians on it, they make it more... Jeff, we got to get you on a sitcom, buddy. I could totally see a sitcom for you.
I just did a couple episodes of Real Rob. That's coming out December 1st with Rob Schneider. I'm on that.
Oh, that...
On Netflix. On Netflix.
Are you still going on the road with Rob, or no?
Occasionally, I'll do some gigs with him, but he's got a few different guys he goes out with.
Yeah.
I think he's on a mini tour with Adam Sandler right now.
Yeah,
doing some shows.
Very good.
I wanted to see that. But
yeah,
because I saw Rob and Jeff at the Irvine Improv maybe 2 years ago, and it was a great show.
Yeah, yeah.
So, well, Jeff, we're out of time, buddy, but thanks for calling in. Anything you want to plug away?
Yeah, you want to plug anything you want to...
Oh, I'm just my Twitter. I'm at Jeff Richards, and that's about it. Come see me at the Comedy Store in town, and my website's tastyjeff.com.
Well, let's go take a round trip and go see Jeff in Vegas. You're doing Vegas in
that would be nice.
In April, right?
Yeah, I think February.
Oh, let's go in February.
We should do that.
Me and Alan love going to Vegas.
We'll go and hang with you in the green room.
Come.
Yeah, we'll do it. Okay, Jeff, one last question for you before I leave. Will you please follow me back on Twitter?
Sure.
All right. Jeff Richards, everyone.
Hey,
love Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. It was a great show. I appreciate you coming out.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks a lot. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Man, that was a fun...
I had a blast.
That was the funnest episode I've ever had. I'm not just saying that.
I had a blast. I was like at a party. It was like being, at a party with Jeff Richards. And just, hey, man, what's happening? All that was missing was, some drinks and the bottle. And we didn't need that.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Like, because...
You need some chips and salsa.
Because, I know, Alan, you're very big on not, bad-mouthing.
Who?
No, you are very big about not bad-mouthing stuff.
I am.
But I'm, with my Asperger's, I'm so very literal,
Oh.
And I gotta say...
Very nice.
I gotta say, this was my favorite.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I tell you, I don't know where to put... this was a blast.
People ask me, they say, hey, Keith, what's your least favorite... What's your least favorite episode? And I say the Dat Fam one.
See, I can't do that. I can't.
That's what I'm saying.
It even scares me in my mind. But you're not going to believe this. I enjoyed Tommy.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
I thought that was a crazy one.
But what I'm telling you is, like,
this was fantastic.
Yeah,
they're all different.
They're all different, and this one was just awesome. And then Norm tweeted the show.
Fred's was a crazy one. It was funny, those little blurbs, those little things that we did with Fred Stoller.
Yeah, Fred was awesome. That was a great show. Well, guys, we're out of time. But this was a fun show.
Yeah, man. So
join us next week.
Please do.
We have Steve Trevino. Steve is going to do the show. Hopefully, he'll be in the studio. So far, we're 0-2 from getting the guests in the studio.
Yeah.
We film in Sherman Oaks, and it's tough getting people in Sherman Oaks on Tuesday than it is on a Wednesday.
It was a little Thanksgiving traffic, and you made it out here. You drove like a...
I pulled a miracle,
wow,
didn't I?
I told you.
Like, holy Lord.
Man, you got here early.
I know. I was like, that's awesome. So what should we talk about?
Well, I don't know.
Because I don't see Sam coming in and say, hey.
Is he, wait a minute, is he supposed?
I don't know. I'm supposed to keep track of time, but I don't like keeping track of time.
I don't know. There's a lot going on. Did you hear what happened at the Comedy Store?
No, but...
no, at the Laugh Factory, pardon me.
Hillary Clinton?
Yeah, they called in.
I
They
heard
called in and said they didn't like the jokes
Yeah.
that were being told.
Yeah,
Wow, that scared me.
She threw a bitch fit about that.
Yeah, I mean, everyone can throw a bitch fit.
First of all, you're a politician, Hillary.
you know,
Okay.
But Jamie said no. He said freedom of speech, and we can say anything we want on the stage. And he said, I don't care what politics you are. I thought that was Jamie with balls.
Yeah. Too bad you didn't give Dane Cook the same advice. He's all like, you can't insult anybody.
Yeah, it didn't apply to Dane Cook.
Dane Cook's like, I have half of this Laugh Factory in my bank.
Yeah.
And Jamie's like, not anymore.
Not anymore, Dane.
But Hillary makes a big fuss.
Yeah,
Jamie's like,
she's
hey, up yours.
Up
you know?
yours, man. You know
That was a great show.
Oh yeah.
Everyone should follow Alan Lee, my trusty sidekick,
Yeah.
on Facebook and Twitter. I don't even know if your Twitter's still activated.
Please emphasize Facebook. I'm on Facebook. Just text me. Say anything you want to me. I get lonely sometimes, and I appreciate the attention.
Oh. And then, guys, follow me and tweet me at Keith Reza. I need the followers. I can't lose.
I think you got some.
followers.
I think you got more tonight.
Yeah, we got 7 retweets
That's good.
tonight.
That's good.
Or at least I do. All right, Sam's yelling at me, so I gotta go. Catch us next week with Steve Trevino, guys, and
We'll
have a
see
good
you
night.
next week.
Yeah, that's it.
You're listening to Reza Rifts with Keith Reza and Alan Lee, right here on LA Talk Radio.